to say, you can just tell us you don't know what the answer is, and it will not be a problem. It's just so that we don't waste our time. So let me share my slides with you so that we can have a wonderful time together. Okay. Hello. Please, if you can see me, I just need one person to confirm that you can see these slides. Just unmute and tell me you can see the slides so that we can move on.
Yes, sir.
Okay,
Yes,
thank you
sir.
very much. Thank you very much for that. So, by the grace of God, we'll be looking at. Please, I don't want you to write on the screen. There are sometimes I will give the opportunity for that. But for now, don't write on the screen. If you do that, I will remove that privilege. Okay, please. So let's cooperate. Okay, so this is what we are going to be treating for the next 2 weeks: livestock management. Livestock management. That's what we are going to be treating for the next 2 weeks. Please, can we have someone tell us what do you understand by livestock? What do you think livestock is? Anybody? Or should I be calling names? Okay, maybe I should call names. Elams, can you tell us what you understand by the term livestock? What does it mean to you? Olarewaju, hello.
Sir,
Okay.
what I understand by livestock manage is like responsibility, like
So talk
someone
about
who
livestock.
manages
What do you understand by livestock? Just not the, don't put management
okay,
yet.
those are like the animals, those are like the animals on the farm, like different animals on the farm.
Thank you very much. Animals that are reared, domesticated and reared on the farm. Now, when we attach, let's talk about management on its own. Who can give us what management is? King Adeleye, can you help us? Management. What's management? In your own words.
Management refers to like the general ways in which things are taken care of. Like
Okay.
that's it.
General ways in which things are taken care of. Thank you very much for that. So let's combine these together. So general ways in which we take care of farm animals is what we want to talk about under livestock management. I think that is clear enough. And here we have some animals highlighted, some common domesticated animals that we have around us or that we find on farms. This is one, this is a horse. We have chick. I'm not going to point to all of that. We see cats around, but we really don't have cat farms like that in this part of the world. We have duck. This is the young of a duck called a duckling. We have donkeys. Some people rear donkeys in the eastern part of this country. We have goats. We have sheep. This is the young of a sheep, lamb. This is a bigger one. We have cow. This is a cattle. That's the young of a cow, a cattle, sorry. We have rabbits. We have hen. That's a female of chicken. We have turkey. This is kid. This is cow, which is the female cattle. We have goose. And this one is not very common here. Sheepdogs, they are not common here, but you find them on farms around in some clans like that. So these are what we are going to be looking at management of some of these animals for week 9. But the focus for week 9 will be on what's it called? Non-ruminant animals, that is monogastric animals. So introducing the topic, the content for us this morning, sorry, this afternoon, we're going to be looking at introduction, which is quite interesting. Let's watch out for that. Our focus today will be on pigs and chicken. How do we manage pigs and chicken? Then terms that we need to be familiar with when we talk about rearing pigs and chicken. What are the common breeds of pigs and chicken that we have? Characteristics. What are the system of rearing them? Their housing, feeding, hygiene. What are the stages of their growth? And then we talk about parasites and disease of these animals. And then lastly, we'll be looking at an assignment. But let me just give you a hint on this assignment. This assignment will have to do with you writing a report. All of these that I have done, I want you to do something similar, but for a rabbit. So pay attention to it. The assignment is more or less like a research where you go and you make findings on how this is particular, how all of these details that is being highlighted for pigs and chicken, how does it work? What is the aspect for rabbits? That's what it's going to be. We're still going to talk about it later on. All right, can I move on? Are we cleared with what we want to discuss today? One person give me a response. Anybody? Okay, let me call names. Popola, are you cleared on what we have to do today? Popola Eniola. Okay, she's not with us. Alice.
Yes,
Okay,
yes,
thank you.
sir.
All right, thank you very much for that response. That's quite appreciated. Let's move on.
Yes, sir.
So please, I'm going to start this video and then I'll pause after a little while. I want to know if you're hearing the audio, that the video that accompanies the video. All right. All right. Are we hearing the audio, Elams? Hello, anybody can give me an answer here. Are you seeing the video
No,
Sir,
we
and
are
can
not
you
hearing you.
we can't hear anything.
you can't hear anything but you are
You can
seeing
see
it.
the video.
You can see the video.
Yes,
Okay.
I can see.
All right,
Yes,
good.
sir.
Okay, gracefully, this video has subtitle. So just follow the subtitle, okay? Hearing the audio is, I think, is due to network issues and the fact that I'm using a laptop. And even I was using a phone, there's a place I can get that done quickly, but a phone will not optimize the experience for me. All right, so just follow the subtitle. You're still going to get it, okay? All right, so let's continue.
Saizangi.
Okay. Um, that's your network, or probably from my end. Yes.
Success.
Hello. What's going on?
Don't go anywhere. I won't go anywhere. Children will always be children. House again. Yes. See how they give to her.
Someone is making noise there.
Okay, let's do something quickly. I think you were able to see the animals, and I would like us to have contributions to the lesson. So on your end, if you can write on the screen, please use the text. I want you to write an animal that you saw in the video. An animal, just use the text. Don't use the freehand tool. Use the text. Can you access the text? If not, you can just unmute yourself and tell me. I'll write it from here. If you can access the text, please write. Use the this thing to write an animal that you see or that you saw on the farm. Okay, don't chat me. Write it on the screen. Use the annotations. Olarewaju, write it on the screen. Write it on the screen. Don't use freehand. Who is this doing freehand? Don't use freehand. Okay, you know what? Let me stop the annotation. Yes, someone has gotten the hand of the screen. Okay. Yes, I think. Yeah, let's try to use, someone is writing something here. Yes, who is writing HO? Continue. Okay, someone is trying to write us. Yeah. Please unmute yourself. Talk to me and let me know what's going on. Anybody? Anybody, please talk. I need responses.
Tonight.
Yes, what's going on? Olarewaju, Alice, Adedotun. Yes. Chicken, thank you. Yes, another example. Let me write it here. Chicken, okay. King Adile, can you tell us? Akinola, you can talk.
Sir, what?
Hello.
Sir, please repeat.
Pig. Okay. We are identifying animals that we saw in the video. We just want to identify them and highlight them.
Geese.
Geese. Okay. Yes. Alice, let's hear from you. Kupola, Eniola, let's hear from you.
I said pig.
Pig, okay, you are the one that said pig. Okay. Alice, let's hear from you. Okay. We are not hearing from Alice. What of Makiola? Akinola Samuel? Anything from you? Okay, I don't think we are getting anything there so far. But gracefully, the animals, okay, thank you. The animals here highlighted, they are all monogastric animals, and that is the focus for the lesson of today. All right, so let me go back to my spotlights and let me take this off first. Let me get this off first. We've written a lot of things. Let me get all of that away. Okay. So with all that we have seen, a trip to the farm will actually be fun because of what we will get to see right there on the farm. All right, let's move on. So our focus for this lesson is going to be chicken and pigs. A chicken is a feathered animal that is reared for meat and egg. And other things we can get, byproduct or other things we can get include feathers, bone, nail. Their nails, that's their claws. Their manure, that's their poo-poo, their excreta, blood, and beak. And these are products that we get. This is an egg. We can boil this or fry this. And this is a fried chicken part. That's the meat. From pigs, we get pork, majorly. From pig, this is a grilled pork meat. Grilled, I'm sure it's appealing and delicious to us, but don't eat my screen anyway. Let's just continue this way. Other things we can get from them includes lard, that's oil, and this is something we can use the oil to make. We can use the oil to make stuff like this that we can use as spread on other foods or some other, I think they use it for cosmetic and other things like that. So we also get hair from them, manure, bone, blood, and hoof from the animals. Let's move on. Okay, so this time around, I want to look at, are we together? Let me get one response. Are we together? Are you following?
Yes, sir.
All right, thank you very much.
Yes,
Okay, so this time around, we want to look
sir.
at yeah, thank you. Want to look at names of these animals, name the technical terms that we're supposed to be using to relate when we're talking about rearing these animals. Terms that we need to be familiar with. When we talk about male, a male animal, the male of chicken is called a cock, while a capon is a castrated male chicken. A pig is called a boar. A castrated male pig is called a barrow. Female, and as you can see, it's so gives for pigs. The young of chicken is chick. The for pig is called piglet. Their meat, chicken is called chicken. White meat pigs meat is called pork. Act of parturition in chicken is hatching. They incubate on their eggs and then they hatch. The eggs hatch after a while. While in pigs it's called farrowing. I know you know what I mean by act of parturition. That's the act of giving birth. Gestation period, that's pregnancy period, is 21 days in chicken. Even though they don't abort the chick inside them, they lay it out and then incubate outside. But pigs carry their piglets inside of them and they carry it for 114 days. The type of feed that they eat, chicken eats grains and pulses, while pigs eat grains, pulses, peels, and many other things like that. You know what pulses are? Who can quickly tell us what pulses are? Ajibola Adeshokon, can you tell us what are pulses? Yes, I'm waiting for you. Okay, she's not with
I
us.
don't know.
You don't know? Okay, no problem. Let's move on. Alice, can you tell us what pulses are?
Beans.
Okay, you are giving us an example. Okay, what's the general? How do we recognize a pulse? What are the characteristics, or what can you say about pulses apart from giving us an example?
They are small.
Okay, they are small. Okay, that's cool. Let's have someone else tell us, contribute. Olariwaju.
So pulses are like proteinous crops, like
Proteinous, thank you.
leguminous.
Okay, Kokola is already giving us answers here. Protein, she said pulses are edible seeds of plants in the legume family. That's a very concise and very wonderful definition there. Thank you. So grains, the seeds that are rich in protein are what we refer to as pulses. Example is beans. They have groundnuts and all of that. They are pulses. Okay, so that's about that. For the person that didn't know, I believe you know now, and I believe you are jotting. Then maturity period for chicken is between 3 to 6 months, depending on why you are rearing it. If you are rearing it for meat, by 3 months you can have some that are already okay for consumption. But maturity, the real sense of maturity, an animal is matured when it is capable of giving birth to another animal. That is mature. That's the mark of maturity in animals. For pigs, maturity takes between 6 to 9 months, and the male usually uh, 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 delay in getting mature than the female. The female mature faster. Well, that's subject to breed anyway. But the males are usually bigger in both, whether chicken or pigs. The male are usually bigger than the female. The male are usually bigger than the female. All right, let's move on. All right, so these are breeds. These are breeds of chicken and that of pigs. I need somebody to read to us. What do you have as the definition of breed up here? Let me call Michael Adedotun. Can you read it out to us? Breeds. What's the definition of breeds?
Yes. Breeds are a set of animals within the same species having distinct appearance.
Okay, what does it mean to you? What does it mean to you?
Like they are from the same species, but they look different.
Okay, that's a try. Let's take that. Let's note that down. We are not getting there yet. Let's see, King Adele, can you give us an attempt of what breed means to you? King Adele.
Breeds are like the animals, they are from the same species, but
Okay, when we
they
say
have
animals,
different.
when we say animals are the same species, what does it mean?
It means they all come from the same, like they all have the same specific name and stuff and genus.
Okay. So that like for example, they are all chicken.
Yes.
Okay, so but what now makes them, what's the unique thing about breed? What's the unique thing about breed? Akinola, can you help us out? Akinola Samuel, are you with us? Okay, Akinola is not with us. Bukola, are you with us? Can you unmute and talk to us quickly? Okay, I can't get anything there. Olarewaju, any idea?
Uh, so species are like
Breeds.
okay, breeds. Breeds are like they come from same family or something like
Okay.
that.
All right, let me help us out. When we talk about breeds, I want your mind to go to race in human being. You know, all of us are human beings, whether you're a black or a white. But our race are different. We are all, according to science, Homo sapiens. But we have those of us that are black. Our skin color is black and we look alike. We look alike probably in our skin color, the way our hair looks like, but all of us are human beings. We have those that are called the Caucasians, the whites. You see them, they are white. Their hair is different from us. Their nose is different. We have the Asians. I don't know if you are getting what I'm saying. Can I get a verbal response if you understand what I'm trying to say?
Yes, sir.
All right. So
Yes,
that's
sir.
in that way. Thank you very much. In that way, we have it in animals. Animals, though of the same species, that is, they are chicken, they are pig, but they come from different places. They have some characteristics that makes just their own type look alike. It does not make that. It does not mean that they are not pigs or they are not chicken. But maybe their feather, like in chicken now, their feather color will be the same if they are the same breed. But if they are different breeds, their feather color will be different, and their sizes also will be different. Now, this is very obvious when you look at this Jeju black pig and look at this landrace. They are pigs. This is a mature Jeju black pig, but look at it, the size has maturity. Look at this landrace, the size has maturity. So that's distinct. That's a distinctive appearance that we're talking about. Despite the fact that all of them are sauce, they have the sauce family, sauce crofa or sauce domesticus. But look at the way they appear. Look at how big some are and how small some are. So that's basically what breeds is talking about. This material, this picture is made available to you so that you can familiarize yourself with common species. The common species of pig that we have is landrace, this one, large white, large black. There's another one that is large black, Berkshire and Duroc. That's common species that we have in Nigeria here. For this chicken, the common ones that we have, Sussex, these are Sussex. Then we have this Australorp, yes. This one's also very common. Yeah, we also have this species, this breed, sorry, very common. Yeah, and also I'm sure you know this one, Rhode Island Red. This one is very common, especially among the local breeds that we have, that we see around. It's very common here in this part of the world. Okay, so I'm going to actually run through the rest because of our time. Characteristics, yes. What can we see? The features on them. Chicken, they have feathers, beaks, watu. The male are bigger and also maturity takes longer. I believe you are following me for the pork, for the pigs also. I'll be interchanging. Testicles of male are in the body. That is, it is inside the body. You don't see it dangling like in cattle or other animals like that. Chicken is a good source of protein, so also is pork. Then short gestation period, we already talked about this earlier. Okay, this is a continuation. They are prolific animals. What I mean by prolific animals is they give birth to a lot of offspring. This one, they give birth to 6 eggs in 7 days. While in that of pigs are also very prolific. They can give birth to about 14 per bat, per farrow. They can give birth to 14, depending on the breed. So they have excellent dressing percentage. That is, the ratio of their meat to bone is very high. So also in pigs, they are excellent feed converter. They convert feed quickly to meat. So also in pigs. Then they mature quickly. We discussed that earlier. They are polyestrous. That is, they can become pregnant at any time in the year, unlike some animals like guinea fowl. Animals like guinea fowl only come on heat during rainy season. Other seasons in the year, they don't come on heat. That's guinea fowl. But for chicken and even for pigs, they are polyestrous. They as soon as they reach maturity, they continue to lay eggs until they die. The only time they don't lay eggs is when they are incubating on the eggs. But if they are not incubating on the eggs, they continue to lay eggs on a steady basis. Let's move on. So we are going to talk about housing, system of rearing. We have the intensive system, the semi-intensive system, and the extensive system. In the intensive system, generally what we want to consider is what form of housing is available, how is feeding, then are they having attention and care? That's what actually differentiates these three systems. And then which set of farmers use it the most? Is it the commercial farmers or the subsistence farmers? So in the case of intensive system, housing is always provided, and the housing comes in form of pen, houses, cages, and other things like that. And feeding is always adequately provided. Can be once per day, can be twice per day, depending on the animal. Then they usually have attention. The farmer usually pay attention to them and usually care for them. And that care and attention includes checking them from time to time, giving them drugs, and controlling weather. If the weather is cold, you do put something in place to make sure that they have heat. The weather is also put something in place so that to ensure that they have cold, that they have the weather is optimum, not cold per se. All right, so this system is usually used by the commercial farmers. Semi-intensive system, some of us practice this. When we rear some animals, we provide housing for them. We give them feed occasionally, might not be every day, might be once per day. Like chicken, you should feed chicken at least 2 times per day. But if you have chicken and you're feeding chicken once per day, yeah, that system is semi-intensive. You're not really giving them what they need. Then less attention and care. Sometimes you give drugs, you check on them sometimes. That's when they come around. And then weather control is also sometimes. And this is usually practiced by subsistence farmers. That is those people that their purpose is to rear the animal to eat, not to sell. Commercial farmers are rearing to sell. Then extensive system, this one, house is usually absent. If it's present, it's usually a pen. They just construct a structure to protect from rain where the animals will come under and sleep. Then feeding is usually absent, or if there's kitchen waste, they can give to the animals. Then no attention and care is given to the animals. That's why you see the animals roaming up and down, but they still come back to their owner's house. And this one is also practiced by subsistence farmer, and usually in village settings and not in the city setting. All right, let's move on from this. So this is just pictures to depict care under intensive system. You can see the animals being fed, their eggs dropping here. You can see this is a pen for this is a deep litter system of rearing chicken. This is also pigs. This is keeping pigs in the pen. This is during my IT period, no farm year period in school, taking care of pigs in their pen. And this is another picture showing chicken in battery cage system. This battery cage here also. Why these ones are deep litter? These two. This one is deep litter system, and this one. All right, let's move on from this. We see semi-intensive. Semi-intensive, you see, they are not covered, fully covered. They are exposed to nature. See this place. This is the free range system. Even though it is fenced, but the animals are going around to pick on 1 or 2 things on the floor. And you can also use stuff like this. You keep them, you open it, you keep the animals inside. But because they are outside and all of that, it's still more of semi-intensive. See the pigs here. These pigs, you open the door or the entrance here to allow them go and fend for themselves and come back and look at this system also. So all of this being shown here are semi-intensive system of rearing. Let's look at the extensive system of rearing the animals. Look at free range. This is not even free range. This is extensive, full extensive. The animals are just roaming about. Look at this one. The animals are just going up and down, picking dirt and all of that. So in some cases in extensive system, feed is provided. Feed is being provided, like in the case of this woman here. So just give them feed once in a while like that, and then you allow them to fend for themselves. Look at pigs just roaming about seeking food. Chicken, this one, look at this one. They're even going to a marshy area to be able to get food and all of that. So far so good. Do we have any question? Anybody with question? All right, can I get a verbal confirmation that you are enjoying the class? Anybody?
Yes, sir.
All right, let's move on. Okay, so generally, housing of pigs, their house is called a style, and their house will be sited far from residential areas, also that of chicken. And why? Why should we site it far from residential areas? Because of their odor and because of the noises that they make. Their house will also be made of concrete floors, low walls to allow free movement of air. Like you saw in the picture under intensive care, intensive system there. The floor should be hard and slope towards the drain for easy cleaning so that you can be able to easily take their excreta from the floor and make the place clean. The floor should be rough so that they will not slip and fall, because if they fall or if they slip, they can wound themselves. And when they wound themselves, it can be site of secondary infection. That is, pathogens and all of that can perch on their wound and give them disease, and we don't want that. Their roof should be made with asbestos to prevent absorption of heat, so that they will to disallow heat burden. By the time you are using all these thin roofing sheets, all this pan, what they call pan, there isn't that. If there's heat, they'll be feeling the heat. But when we have asbestos will cushion the effect of the heat. Then you should provide a bath and a wallow, because pigs don't have sweat glands. I sent a document I did on pigs. You should read that too. It has posted on the Google Classroom. You should read that after this class. You see some things about pigs. Pigs are actually very neat and beautiful animals. So you have to provide a bath for them so as to help them combat their heat, because they don't have sweat that they can use to relieve themselves. All right, you can see that of chicken, also very similar to that of pigs, but just a little difference here in the way the house should be. Their house should be made, the wall should be very low, and then you finish it to the top with wire mesh. Those of you at Atom, I'm sure you've seen how the cage is. The top is completed with wire mesh. And why should you put a wire mesh there? So that the chicken, because they have feathers and they can fly, and they don't fly out. You just come one night and you come one morning and you check, where are my chickens? Before you know it, out of 100, you just have 2 left. They've flown out of the place. So that's why you have to put wire mesh. Unlike pigs, pigs cannot jump out, so there's no need to complete it with wire mesh. Let's move on. Okay, so these are equipments that we use to feed pigs. These are the feeding trough and all of that. You can place the animal, you can put it on the floor, but this is not hygienic enough. But you should better use materials like these ones that I am pointing to. And these are types of feed that you can give to them. Okay. All right, so for chicken, this is what we use for chicken. This can be used for either water. This particular one is used for feed, but there's another one like this that is used for water. These are feed that we can give to them. You can see some chicks here eating from particular.
I can't hear anything.
You are not hearing anything. I can hear you. Who is talking? Olarewaju, can you confirm that you are hearing me? Pokuola, can you confirm too?
I can hear you, sir.
You can hear me. Okay, some people are not hearing. I guess it's their network. Please go to a place where there is good network. Okay, let's move on. Chicken equipment. Let's look at feeding. Oh, this class, this particular meeting will end very soon, but I still want you to use that same link and come back to the class so that we can continue with these slides. I believe you understand what I've just said. Can anybody confirm that?